Do we ever truly know what we want, or are we just clinging to the belief that we will want it later? We live in a culture that treats hope like a permanent, glowing commodity, a renewable resource that sustains us through the inevitable wreckage of life. It is the single most marketable human emotion. We are told that hope is essential, that without it, we simply cease to function. But what if hope itself is fundamentally flawed? What if the desperate act of thine hoping is less about predicting a better future and more about temporarily avoiding the agonizing truth of the present? Maybe hope isn't a vision of tomorrow, but merely a sophisticated, temporary anesthetic for today's pain. We confuse hope with optimism, and that is the error. Optimism suggests a favorable outcome is statistically probable based on past data. Hope is not a calculation. It is an act of pure, defiant faith. It is the refusal to let the finality of no settle permanently into the architecture of the soul. Think of it like a ship navigating through a storm. The captain might be surrounded by evidence, cracked masts, sinking bulkheads, the endless, crushing grey of the ocean that dictates failure is imminent. Still, the crew keeps working. They keep sailing because they have a single stubborn belief in the existence of land, even if the horizon hasn't betrayed it yet. This is the dangerous mythology surrounding the word. We are taught to keep our hope aloft, bright and resilient, as if it were a fragile glass bird that could shatter with a single moment of doubt. We treat it like a destination, believing that if we just vieve hope hard enough, the universe will bend to our singular desire. But true hope, the kind that sustains artists, revolutionaries, and the deep thinkers, operates differently. It isn't the passive waiting for a miracle. It is an uncomfortable form of radical commitment. It is not merely wanting something, it is the belief in the mechanism by which something else can be built. It's a disciplined energy. It requires us to move forward not because the outcome is guaranteed, but because remaining static is a choice we are not willing to make. The greatest philosophical realization is this: functional hope doesn't look up at the stars, waiting for guidance. It looks down at the ground right in front of your feet and asks, what small necessary action can I take right now? It turns the abstract yearning for better into the concrete commitment to next. It is the willingness to be perpetually unfinished, perpetually learning, perpetually capable of adaptation. So, the next time you find yourself overwhelmed by the weight of the world or paralyzed by the immensity of your own failures, don't ask yourself, what am I hoping for? Instead, ask yourself this: what small act of sheer, stubborn momentum am I willing to commit to, regardless of whether it leads to salvation? Because maybe the greatest source of enduring power is not the belief in a perfect future, but the refusal to abandon the difficulty of the present.